So it's been pretty hectic the last couple weeks, and I haven't really been able to put a whole lot of time into the truck. And one of the things causing that was just the sheer amount of orders that have been coming in. I don't know if it's just the Instagram posts or the shorts on YouTube. The other videos really haven't been getting a whole lot of views, so I don't know if more people are just seeing my stuff. I guess I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been buying my parts and allowing me to do just life in general, but also be able to build my truck. So let me show you guys what I got accomplished. So about 2 weeks ago, I had actually gotten a whole bunch of video taken of me making this by Universal Joint. This was my Ghetto Fab transmit jack, trans jack. So I made that, I drilled that out to fit on the Pittsburgh 3-ton jack that I've got, because I needed to set the transmission and scooch everything up there. If I can pull the footage from last week, I'll put it in right now. So basically I drilled that out and used my 3-ton floor jack, just a regular floor jack, and bolted the transmission doubler transfer case up together, and literally used all of this to get it up in the truck. And let me tell you, that was quite a feat. What I ended up being able to do was I cut out the stock torsion key Crossmember, and I'll be able to plate this to protect the transfer case, which is kind of nice. I dented the floor a little bit, and it's touching right now, and it's actually held by the trans mount. And what I'll end up doing is denting that some more, probably cutting this little ear off and clearancing that bolt up there a little bit. Otherwise, it fits really well. I might actually clearance this just a little bit more so that I can do some sort of plate right here to prevent any damage to this. But basically, I built this transmission cross member twice. I was doing it 2 pieces all the way across, and then I realized this was kind of sitting here, so I thought, okay, well maybe I'll just do a single piece and I'll see if I need to brace it or whatnot. This is 1 1/8 eighth wall, so it's pretty beefy actually. I clearanced the drive shaft. This is just kind of my ghetto drive shaft guesser right here, but nice fake drive shaft, I guess. This will clearance nicely. More than enough room over here to do the exhaust. Actually, what's going to be funny is the stock Crossmember is going to be the problem fitting the exhaust through here, so that's like the tight point right there. I've been trying to do things one time. Obviously throw on the 5.3 in here to only have to take it out again, to take the 6-liter out and put that back in. That was more a space-saving thing. Also, it's been nice having the 680 and the transfer cases out of the shop and over here, so that I can kind of get some things moved around and cleaned up in there. So it wasn't all for naught. I will be taking the 680 and the transfer cases out. The transfer cases will get all brand new seals, all brand new bearings. I've got 2 chains, so I'm not too concerned about that. The cars that I pulled them out were pretty low mile, and they looked pretty clean when I got them, and they're both the exact same length. So either they've both have stretched the exact amount, or they're unworn. They don't seem to have a lot of give, so I'm pretty confident in their condition. The 680 will get a whole bunch of Sonax and Transgo parts, so I look forward to a video with that once the weather goes south. I don't know if you guys can see where I've already gotten some leaves falling from my mulberry trees here, so I've got to get this stuff going so that I can have some inside stuff to do when it's raining or snowing here in the next couple weeks. Some of you that have been following me for a little while on Instagram know that I've been working on these Joule style headlights. Actually, this is a Ford Raptor fog lamp aftermarket job that I scooped up and kind of cut to fit. So that look was pretty cool. I liked how those turned out, but it wasn't quite the look that I was going for. So while this doesn't get me any closer to the truck actually running, I actually bought these intending that they would take about 2 months to arrive, and they arrived in about 2 weeks. So I was kind of impressed with that. So these will serve as my daytime running lights as well as my turn signals. I'll have some sort of functionality within the kind of LED headlights I go with, but I kind of wanted them there as well, just because I was going for that kind of Chevy Beast concept truck look that Chevy Performance did with the Baja Pro 2s, S2 Pros, I think it was. They had 4 lined up in the grill, and I really liked that look, and I thought, man, maybe I can do something like that on my truck. So I'd intended to run these, at least in the DRL function, to be run in series, so they'd be basically half as bright. Well, my 12-volt CPU wouldn't run them at, they wouldn't even light up at half voltage, so I don't know if I need to have a car battery at 14 volts. I don't have a way of doing 14 volts, but that is what the yellow is, and they are stupid bright. Let's see here. Take those off. We'll do our whites. Yeah, I don't know if I can run those as DRLs. Those are like scalding bright. So I've got a DRL dimmer relay module coming that I hope that'll allow me to run these lights at a lower brightness, so that they're a little bit more of a DRL than just freaking on. But I don't want to lose the function of the full brightness amber or white, or the yellow or white. Really, they're a lot yellower than they are amber. But wanted to be able to retain the function, so there's going to be a lot of creative wiring right here going on behind these lights. And I kind of like the look of the factory kind of trim on it. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments below if you guys like this style. I put a post up on Instagram and all over Facebook, and a lot of people interested in me doing some sort of retrofit on these, but honestly, because of the way I did this, it's literally just bolting some lights onto the factory housing, a factory grill, and then cutting the housing up. So it's really not anything spectacular, but it was the look that I was going for, and I think it turned out pretty cool. Also been working on weeding out this wire harness, like the old 4L60 harness that I don't need at all, because I've got the 6L80 plug. So trying to trace all these wires back. Some of them were cut, some of them were messed up. Seller kind of forgot to give me a couple harnesses. This he freaking added and didn't tell me, so I got to figure that out. But just a bunch of boring stuff that doesn't really make good YouTube, I guess I feel like. But just all the little things that go into getting this truck running someday. Thankfully, my neighbors felt that right now would be the time that they'd be playing vulgar music down the street. So I don't know how much you guys will hear, but hopefully they'll stop playing music while I'm doing this. So something that I've been talking to quite a few guys about recently is the E-fan that I'm running. This is a Volvo fan. I'm very partial to these fans in that they're just a great, inexpensive way to E-fan your Colorado Canyon H3, really anything, because the late 90s fans literally came with just this shroud, a really cool controller. You got power, ground, and signal, and it's literally that easy. I will be designing a shroud for you guys for the Colorado's Canyons and H3s. I've got a factory radiator here, as well as this aluminum one, so I'll cross-reference both of those to make sure that this fits perfectly. Also, you got a clearance to the water pump. That's why this is pretty charted right here. He's actually, we're so close to the water pump on the 5-cylinder that I had to kind of knock out those. So, my fault. I probably could have scooted the whole thing over a little bit, but that's what I did, and I'm not proud of it. But the new shroud that I'll be building will probably be drop shipped just because they're so big and bulky, and my laser cutter cuts them and ships them for the same price that they would ship it to me. So in an effort to save you guys money and not have to charge too much, I want to get those probably drop shipped, and I'll make a full-on video on that soon, and I'll give you guys all the links to the parts and pieces and things that you're going to need to put a Volvo fan in your truck. And that's just kind of a quick recap of what I've got going on with the truck right now, and just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's been just ordering the parts that I'm making and helping me be able to do this. So with that, thank you for watching.